Silicon Valley, technology, art, green, and sustainability.
Welcome to another episode of Silicon Valley Tech, Art, Green, and Sustainability. Today I have three guests with me who I met a little while ago at a senior roundtable. And this topic goes back to community and what we leave behind. And helping seniors in this roundtable was a really great event. There was at least 70 people there. I hear there's sometimes 150, maybe more. But I have Mike, Karen, and Liz with me. Thank you for joining me.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you guys here and to hear about this great organization that you guys meet once a month. And, let's start off with you and we'll hear a little bit about your background, Liz.
Oh yes, a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I've worked in senior care now for about 12 years, but I actually had a whole career change before that. I was in telecommunications for many years and got to a place in my life where I felt I was financially stable, but I was spiritually bankrupt. I just didn't like what I did any longer. So I took a little hiatus and started with healthcare, and then I morphed into working with seniors. And my involvement with the Senior Roundtable has been about 10 years.
Wow.
And it's been very rewarding, very rewarding.
Wow, so 10 years.
Mm-hmm, yes.
And Karen?
I too came from a high-tech background with an accounting background, and have recently moved into working with seniors for the same reasons, a more compassionate environment.
And last name's Fedor, am I getting that right, or Fedor?
Fedor.
Karen
Yes,
Fedor, okay.
thanks.
And then Mike?
Yes. Well, for me, I do events and expos, and I also do training. So I have an upcoming expo, a Boomer Senior Expo. Do you want me to share about what it's all about?
Sure, yeah, let's go ahead
Okay.
and share.
Sure. Well, it's an annual event. I've been doing this for over 5 years now, and it's targeting baby boomers and seniors, so anyone 45 and older that is looking for information, resources, products, or services for themselves, or maybe for their parents or grandparents. So I came across the need about 5 years ago when my wife's grandparents were getting ill, and she was looking for resources. Okay, what do I do in home care?
Your wife's grandparents?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they were out of state, and so she had to fly them in from Phoenix and figure out, okay, what do I need to do, or where are the resources? So she was kind of scrambling and stressed, and I realized there are senior fairs, small fairs, community fairs. However, there just needs to be an expo where it could be kind of expanded from home improvements, lifestyle, health, wellness, aging, a little bit of everything. And so I decided.
And it's not a small expo by any means. It's
right, no, it's on
hundreds
average,
of people that come, right?
Right, yes. On average, it's about 80 or 70 exhibitors. And the site is Boomer Senior Show, so it has photos there, it has information about, boomersenior.com is the website. And so I invite anyone that's looking for information, that wants to attend the event. Its admission's always free. I usually always have it at the Santa Clara Convention Center. So I have different exhibitors there that have resources, and also have presentations, usually about 5 presenters that talk about key topics that boomers and seniors need to know about.
Okay, and we're going to come back to you in a minute. Let's go back to Liz and go ahead and tell us a little bit about your company. And we're going to pull up the first slide right now, too.
Okay, all right, thank you. Well, my company is Covenant Care, and we have 53 skilled nursing nationwide. That's hard to say, isn't it? But we say it all the time.
And this is one of the facilities here?
That's actually 2 of our facilities.
Okay.
Gilroy Healthcare Center, which is a 132-bed facility in Gilroy, and Pacific Hills Manor in Morgan Hill.
And you said how many again?
We have 53 skilled nursing nationwide.
Nationwide,
And
wow.
in the Bay Area alone, we have 6.
Wow.
So we have one in Mountain View, Grant Cuesta, Los Altos Subacute,
Okay.
Palo Alto Healthcare Center, Mission Skilled here in San Jose, Santa Clara, and then the 2 that I previously mentioned.
Let's bring up one more slide.
Yes.
And I pulled some of these off the web. And so this is another facility of those 53.
Yes, that's one of the 53. That's a beautiful facility. It looks like maybe Southern California. And most of the interiors of our skilled nursing have a beautiful lobby like that. So they're very pleasant to be in, and it's a therapeutic environment for rehab rehabbing and getting patients back home.
And we're gonna come to the skilled nursing, the SNFs, as opposed to the other stuff in a little bit.
Yes.
And Mike, back to you. We're gonna pull up a slide for you right now, and this is in a few weeks, but it's an annual event.
Correct.
And hundreds of people with 90 to 100 exhibitors that come up, right?
Correct.
And so this is one of the years here. Was this last year?
This might have been a year or two ago.
Okay. And let's pull up one more slide. And was this the Kaiser? I think one of them was titled Kaiser booth.
Yeah, Kaiser.
This might be the bath fitter booth.
Correct. This is bath fitter. So I have home improvements, people that need their bath or bathroom modified or their bath modified for easy access.
Yeah, and so you have a variety from Kaiser to home improvements to, just amazing, to financial services, all the different things I wouldn't even think about financial services, but that has to be.
Yeah.
And I guess that leads me to Karen.
My business is, run a business called Senior Gal Friday. And that
I love that name, Senior Gal Friday.
Really?
So the website, seniorgalfriday.com?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and that pretty much says it all. It's a all-inclusive kind of thing. But the main focus is to have our seniors be able to live independently and for as long as possible. And so that can mean a lot of things, from running and getting groceries or providing transportation services, such as taking someone shopping or maybe going to a doctor's appointment and staying with them while waiting for the doctor's appointment, and possibly writing down what the doctor says so that we can refer to it later.
And then maybe typing that out, or prescriptions,
yes, exactly,
or whatever they might need help with remembering, or having it written legibly. Like, I don't write legibly, so it'd be good to have someone write that stuff down for me and for my mom.
Right, and maybe share it with the family in
Right.
case they're not living near the area.
And I know about the in-home care for families, as that this last year my mother broke her arm, and it's been to me to make sure she gets to the doctor, and if she won't take outreach and other things we'll talk about later. But it's a big responsibility, especially if you've got a busy schedule doing other things.
Right, a lot of people don't have family close by, and it's nice to have someone that can take them to the doctor or pick up this or that. And
it's called the sandwich generation. You're young enough to have small kids to take care of, but you're sandwiched between the older generation, so you're pulled in a lot of directions, Heather.
That's true.
Well, I don't have kids. I have 2 dogs with her dog that's a rat, same thing. Cats, and my mom acts like 3 kids sometimes. So, okay, cut that part out, guys.
So too, I would arrange for services such as in-home health care or housekeeping, and also assist with financial things. Because I have the accounting background in high tech, I would assist in financial planning, budgeting, bill paying, things like that.
Watering plants, walking dog, any of that kind of stuff?
All this stuff in
whole
between.
gamut, okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
what's
do you house sit too? Can you come house sit if you We might be filming in DC in a couple weeks, so.
All right.
All right,
Yeah, what I found
you just got a new client.
Okay, we're down.
A lot of high-tech executives don't know services like what she has, and so that's why they think they have to do it on their own, or they have to have a family member, but there are services like what Karen has, in-home care and other things that they can do. And that's also why I put the expo together, is where they can come and find out, okay, well, I don't have to do it on my own, or I don't have to take them into a home. There are individuals and companies that have services that can help and relieve the stress, and also in high tech that's referred to as absentee executives, where they're thinking about the parents or the grandparents, or they have to brace off and do something. And so yeah, it's a great service.
Let's bring us another slide up really quick before we go to the next question. And the next question, we're going to talk about Senior Roundtable. So one more slide up. And again, we met. This is one of your slides that I made for you. And it really goes back to, you got the Red Cross there, and the little first aid bag and money. And we really just don't think you could take that slide down. We really don't think about that as something that's really important, especially as seniors. They can't sometimes write their own checks. They maybe have trouble making their bills out. And PG&E is giving them a 45-day notice or 15-day because they just simply forgot. So
And they're not on the computer.
Right, so they don't have reminders, or maybe they're not answering their phone. And my mother's the worst. There's like 100 voicemail messages because she can't get into her voicemail box. She doesn't know how. Right? So we sit and we answer them. So let's bring one more slide up too, and then we're going to go back to the Senior Roundtable. So here again, it's just really giving a helping hand is what you do.
Right, absolutely.
And
in
saying,
all
here,
areas.
we're here.
And then if they can no longer live independently, help them to find the kind of places that Liz has, or Pacific Gardens is a nice place in Santa Clara. There's a number of places around.
We'll come back to that again too, but let's talk about the Senior Roundtable.